Hi guys, Arthur here from Homeowner DIY. Today what I'm going to do is replace a sensor light. Now why my sensor light stopped working, I don't know. I've changed the bulbs. I have confirmed there is power to it. Maybe something hit the lights, something burned out. I don't know, but the light isn't working. Guys, this is a relatively easy job. It's fairly straightforward. One thing that you need to be mindful of, different manufacturers have different designs, so it may not be a real quick remove and replace. You may run into some other issue. But guys, with that in mind, what we'll do now is material and tools. Alright guys, this is our material list. So here's our sensor light. This is basic sensor light. There's nothing magnificent about this thing. So what we'll do now is a tools list. Alright guys, this is our tools list. So I have a 5-foot ladder here. I have a cordless drill and drill bits. I'm going to just follow the design that's with the current sensor light that is up there. We have a volt stick, a tester, quick pick, multi-bit screwdriver, and then wire strippers. Guys, this is all we need for this job, so let's get started. Alright guys, first thing we're going to do is shut off power. So we have 4 breakers here. I'm just going to shut them all off because I don't know which breaker I need, but this is going to be such a quick job anyway that it's not going to hurt to shut everything off. Alright guys, we're up on our ladder. So we're going to take our volt stick. It says there's no power, fantastic. Alright guys, so we have the one screw here. So we're going to take it off. Alright guys, this is the screw that we're going to reuse as well as this plate here. Okay, so black is hot, white is neutral. So with the neutral still connected, we'll take off our hot first. Guys, always do the hot first and then the neutral second. And then we'll take off our neutral. And there goes our light. Alright, so there's our screw. And this is big enough for the screw. So guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill this here. Be aware that you don't hit any of the wires on the back side. Alright, that fits. Alright, so we will strip back our hot and neutral a little bit, guys. This is 16 gauge wire, and then make sure that you spin all of it back together. And then we'll do the neutral. Alright guys, so with the neutral on, we're going to take our Marette and tighten it down until it stops, and then with our hot, what we'll do is spin the two around like I did with the neutral. Alright guys, so now with the hot on, we'll put the Marette on. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the hole, we'll put it right here, and then we'll tighten our screw on. Alright, make sure that you tuck the wires in, these wires here, up inside the gasket. Guys, if this gets wet, you're gonna flip the breaker. Now with that on, I'll put this on and put the screw in. Alright guys, I decided to put the other foam gasket inside. Of course, this screw has to be too short. I cut it for the install of the other one, and now this is too short. So I'm gonna have to run it to the store and grab another screw. But guys, to get this foam gasket on, I had to take these apart. Slide the gasket on. Put the washers in behind the gasket, put these screws in, and then reconnect it. But otherwise, now I have to go to the store to get another screw. Alright guys, this is the new screw I bought. So for this plate here, you see that there's nothing here, up here for this to go into. So that is why I drilled this to put this down the middle. But now that I have a longer screw, what I'm gonna do is put the screw into the hole, and then we'll put it into here. So guys, just be aware of one thing. Make sure that the wires and everything here are tucked inside so you don't pinch any of them. Alright, and then what we'll do is tighten this back on, and we should be good to go. Alright guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a couple bulbs and throw them in, and then we're going to go and flip a breaker on. Alright, with our bulbs now in, I'm going to go turn on the breaker, and we'll see how this goes. Alright, so we'll turn on all breakers, and let's go check our light. Alright, so we have power is working. So guys, this is your range, and then this is the amount of time that you have. So I will turn it on to 5 minutes, which is in the middle, so it goes 10, 5, 1 test, and then this is the range. Guys, I will tell you this, if you have a problem where your light is too sensitive, it may be when you turn the power on, it was too dark, and I've had this happen. So if that happens, wait till it's during the day, shut the breaker off, turn it back on, and hopefully that'll reset the light for you. But now with this all done, we will come back later on tonight when it's darker, and we'll see how it goes. And guys, make sure that you adjust this to the position that you want. If you put it down really far, you have to get close. If you go farther away, then you'll get a wider range, but that'll be entirely dependent on you. Alright guys, DIY after dark. So based on where I am, I think I want to move the sensor a little bit higher. Unfortunately, this is on a 5-minute timer, so I'm going to mingle with this a little bit, but guys, I highly suggest that you do a test, see where the range is. Do this a few times to get an idea and figure out where you want the range for your sensor light to be. One example is I don't want this sensor light here to be flicking on every time the neighbor drives by, so I'll go a little bit lower. A simple way to figure this out is just walk by where the car is going to be, and your motion should be enough to set off the light. But guys, with that in mind, now we'll do an overview of this job. Alright guys, so that concludes this project. So I think here with this light, it's been designed to have it installed 2 different ways, either the screw in the middle or the 4 screws around the outside. I guess boxes come in different designs. I don't know so much about electrical, but I mean at least everything got done. For the screw, I had to cut down for the previous light. That screw was too short, so what I did was I went to the store with that screw and I found something the same diameter. I'm assuming that the threads are all the same for these machine type bolts, but everything worked out fairly well. the time on this job. The time was a half an hour. I'm not going to include going to the store, but you know, if you're going to do this for somebody, now you got to run to the store. That's going to just kill you for time. But guys, installing a light fixture is a relatively simple process. When you're going to disconnect, do the hot first, which is black, do the white second, the neutral. When you go to reconnect it, do the neutral, the white first, and then do the black, the hot. That is the way an electrician told me to do it, so I'm just going to take their word for it. The cost of this job, the sensor light was about $25. That is the most basic sensor light that you can get. I just need something to turn on and off when something goes by. I don't need anything spectacular here. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something. I hope something here is going to help you on your project when you need to go ahead and do that. Guys, till next time, please hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next project.